Hello, this is Dr. Sherelle Perkins. I'm glad that you've decided to join me for Fire Room Live. Today, we're talking about a leadership principle that's often overlooked but absolutely essential for long term success: healthy relationships. Whether you lead a business, a ministry, a classroom, a nonprofit organization, a community group, or simply your family, your effectiveness as a leader will be influenced by the quality of your relationships. Many people spend years developing technical skills, professional expertise, and leadership strategies. These things are important. However, I've discovered that some of the most gifted individuals never reach their full potential. Not because they lack talent, but because they struggle to build and maintain healthy relationships. In fact, one of the quotes that emerged from today's reflection is this: people are rarely limited by a lack of talent. More often, they're limited by a lack of healthy relationships. Think about that for a moment. Talent may open doors, education may create opportunities, experience may build credibility, but relationships often determine how far you can go and how long you can stay there. Leadership is about people. At its core, leadership is not about your title. It's not about your positions. It's not about power. Leadership is about people. You may have the best vision in the room, but if you cannot connect with people, communicate with people, collaborate with people, your vision will struggle to gain traction. Everything we do in leadership ultimately involves relationships. Teams are built through relationships. Trust is built through relationships. Partnerships are built through relationships. Families are strengthened through relationships. Organizations grow how? Through relationships. When relationships are healthy, people thrive. When relationships are broken, even great opportunities become difficult. Now, here is a myth. One of the greatest myths about relationships is the belief that healthy relationships are relationships without conflict. That's simply not true. Conflict is a normal part of life. Different personalities create conflict. Different perspectives create conflict. Different priorities create conflict. A goal is not to eliminate conflict because it's going to happen. The goal is to learn how to navigate conflict in a healthy way. That's why today's signature quote is so important. The strength of a relationship is not measured by the absence of conflict, but by the presence of commitment, communication, and grace. Strong relationships are not perfect, they are resilient. They survive the difficult conversations that need to be had. They survive misunderstandings that will happen. They survive disagreements. Why? Because commitment, communication, and grace keeps them moving forward. So I want to give you 5 leadership lessons for healthy relationships. Lesson number 1: influence grows through connection. People follow leaders they trust. Trust is built through connection. Connection requires presence. In fact, in today's fast paced world, many people are connected digitally, but disconnected relationally. Little concerned about our generations right now. As leaders, we must be intentional about building genuine connections. Learn people's names, listen to their concerns, celebrate their victories. A leader who connects deeply often influences more effectively. Lesson number 2: emotional intelligence matter. Healthy relationships require emotional intelligence. This means understanding your own emotions and recognizing the emotions of others. Great leaders don't simply manage projects, they manage relationships. They understand that people bring hopes and fears and frustration and dreams and challenges into every interaction. So when leaders learn empathy, patience, self awareness, relationships become stronger and teams become healthier. Number 3, look, many leaders try to carry everything by themselves. So collaboration outperforms isolation. These leaders don't ask for help, they don't seek counsel, they don't build partnerships. Eventually, they become exhausted. Healthy leaders understand that collaboration is not weakness, it's wisdom. When we work together, we gain perspective we would never gain alone. We discover strengths and complement our weaknesses, and we create something that truly exceeds our individual effort. I call it synergy. We want synergistic dynamics in our leadership groups. Number 4, healthy leaders create healthy cultures. The culture that you work in begins with the leadership. The way leaders communicate often become the way teams communicate. The way leaders handle conflict often become the way organizations handle conflict. You can tell a lot about an organization by its culture. Leaders, I'll say, groom, create the culture. The way leaders treat people becomes the standard for everyone else. If you desire a culture of respect, model respect. If you desire trust, demonstrate trustworthiness. If you desire open communication, create safe spaces for honest conversations. Healthy leaders create healthy environments. Lesson 5: legacy is built through people. Many people think legacy is about accomplishments, but I believe legacy is primarily about people. Years from now, most people won't remember every meeting they attended. They won't remember every project you completed. They will remember how you treated them. They will remember whether you encouraged them. They will remember whether you believed in them. They will remember whether you helped them grow, helped them build. Legacy may not be something you build, it may be someone you develop. So, relationships are not just practical. We see that God values connection, community, reconciliation, and love. Jesus demonstrated leadership through relationships. He taught people, he served people, he encouraged people. He corrected people when necessary. He invested deeply in people. His influence was not built merely on authority, it was built on relationships. Consider this simple principle. Healthy relationships are one of God's greatest gifts to humanity. They enrich our lives, strengthen our leadership, and help us fulfill our purpose. So, before I close, I want to challenge you with three simple actions. First, identify one relationship that needs intentional investment. It might be a child, it might be a spouse, it might extend outside of the workplace, but it's an important relationship. Second, have one meaningful conversation this week that you've been postponing. Is there someone or a conversation that you've been hesitant about having? Number three, express appreciation to someone who has positively impacted your life. Small actions often produce significant results. Remember, healthy relationships are not built in a day, they are built daily. Let me say that again. They're not built in a day, but they are built daily. One conversation, one act of kindness, one moment of grace at a time. So, as we conclude today's Fire Room Live, remember this: healthy relationships are not built on perfection, they're built on love and grace, communication, and the daily choice to honor one another. The strongest leaders are not necessarily the smartest people in the world, but they are often the people who know how to build trust, cultivate connection, and value others. Because leadership is not ultimately about managing things, it's about serving people. So, thank you for joining me today on Fire Room Live. If this message encouraged you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's developing as a leader. Until next time, continue to lead with purpose, grow with wisdom, and build relationships that leave a lasting legacy. God bless you. Until we meet again, peace and love. This has been Dr. Sherelle Perkins, Fire Room Live. God bless.